Brett Miller, and in this video I'm going to go over how I store my gear in this. Let's go through the bag and I'll show you the organization that is in the bag and kind of how you can customize it to fit your needs.
The interior of this sling gives you a ton of storage compartments in a small footprint. All of these compartments are quality material and they serve a specific purpose, and it really seems that it's thought out and allows you to fit whatever you need on a day trip for shooting. I love all the smaller pouches on the front of the bag here, and I'm glad that they decided to make everything in one large compartment rather than adding multiple compartments like slings I've had in the past. I love how many compartments they added to the front of the bag, and they're all made of this really nice mesh material. They even added this zipper pouch where you can put stuff you don't want to bounce around with inside the bag. But with that, I will show you how I organize all of my gear within this sling.
This is my gear. Let me show you how I put it in this bag. Alright, so firstly, this mesh thing, I like that this is breathable, so I always just store my little small rig lens wipe in there. Next, since I already have a SD card holder, I like to put my little tools in there, so I just slide this in there. Fits pretty perfectly. And then I also throw this little mini drive in there, and they literally hold it perfectly. Next, I forgot to have this in the thing, but I also carry this lav mic with me, and it just makes it easier a lot of times if I'm outside walking around. So I also use the DJI mic 2, which you didn't see, but I put the lav mic in the right side here, and I usually store it a little nicer than that, and then I put the mic 2 right in here, and it fits literally perfectly, but I'm using that right now, so but it goes right in there, and I have no fear of it coming out or getting damaged or anything like that. And again, this is like a pretty elastic, so it holds it in there pretty good. On the face here, on the left side, I usually put this face down just to keep that port as clear as possible, and then right next to it I just store the cable for that, and it just kind of sits perfectly just like that. On the front right side here, I'll put my SD cards along with my little tool here, and they just kind of sit just like that. And then a lot of times I'll just throw this in front here just to give me more room inside of the pockets here, but I don't really need to do that. I just like to have it so everything's organized up front there and it's not rattling around a lot. Next, I usually put these up here, and they store perfectly up here and just fit right in there, and they are like the perfect size. And I honestly, when I got this, these came like this. I didn't even have to move them, so I just left them just how they were, and that fits perfectly right in there. And then I'll just throw my tripod right there, since that is usually something I want to have quick access to, and it fits kind of perfectly just like that. Next, I'll put my camera, the Action 4. I just drop it right in there, kind of flat like that so it doesn't tumble around, but it's not really going anywhere. It's an action camera, so I'm really not worried about it getting knocked around too much, and it just fits perfectly in there and gives me space just for the last couple other things that I have, which are these. Since I'm not using this currently, I'll just throw it in there, but it's always nice to have and just keep it stored in there. And the charger goes right on top of it, and it looks just something like that. If you guys want to see more of the gear that I use and how to use it for yourself, check out the videos here and subscribe to my channel here so you do not miss out on the gear that you need.